Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Conrad here, and I'm very excited because I have a science investigation for you to do at home. I am so excited. I am going to miss you guys in the science lab this year, but I'm going to do my best to get you guys doing science at home as much as I can, okay? So let's get into it. First, what are you going to need for your investigation? First is the most important of all your science tools, your notebook. So you're going to need a notebook and a pencil. You are going to need 3 containers that will hold a little bit of water. So it can be 3 cups, 3 bowls, 3 Tupperware dishes, whatever you have that will hold some water. And then you're going to need a tool to measure liquid. So if we were in the science lab, we would be using the beaker. I don't think you have beakers at your house. If you do, use it. If you don't, you have some other tools at your house that you can use to measure liquids. Okay, in your kitchen, you should have a measuring cup like this, or you may have a measuring cup like this. You may even have little beakers that you use with liquid medication. I don't know, whatever you have at your house that you can use to measure liquid, get it because you're going to need it, okay? And I'm going to walk you through it now, but I'm going to put the directions in your Schoology folder. So you can use both this video and the directions in your Schoology to help you work on this investigation at home. So we are going to start by titling our notebook, okay? So our title for today is Water Investigation, okay? So I'm going to put all of this in your Schoology assignment, but I just wanted to show you I have Water Investigation at the top as the title of my page. Having a title for everything you write in your notebook is extremely important, okay? And put the date, okay? I don't want to give you the date because I don't know if you're going to be doing it when you're going to do it, but put your date, okay? Next, we have to have a question. Every investigation is driven by a question. We're trying to find an answer. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing, and then we'll write our question in our notebook. You are going to be putting water in each of these 3 cups, and then you're going to put each cup in a different location for as long as you can, okay? So you're going to put 1 cup in a window. You're going to put another cup in a room away from the window, and you're going to put a 3rd cup in the refrigerator. And you're going to leave it for as long as you can. So if you're doing this right now during science, you're going to do it right now, and then you're going to leave it until tomorrow, maybe on your lunch break tomorrow, but before you start science tomorrow, you're going to come back and you're going to look at the cups and make observations, okay? So what we're testing or what we're investigating, or question we're going to write down is, what happens to water in a window, away from a window, and in a refrigerator, okay? So under my title, I wrote the word question, and then I just wrote my question, okay? And I will have this typed out for you on Schoology. But what's going to happen to the water when we leave it out in front of a window, when we leave it out in a room away from the window, and when we leave it out in the refrigerator, okay? Now, that should get you should be wondering what is going to happen. So make a prediction, okay? You're going to write down prediction and underline it just like you did question, okay? And then you're going to put I predict and fill it in. What do you predict? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen to the water in the window, away from a window, and the refrigerator? Write that down. I predict, and tell me, what do you think is going to happen? So after we've written our question, we've made our own predictions of what we think is going to happen, we have to decide how are we going to record our data. Scientists have to measure things so they can have evidence to back their answers to their questions. Sometimes it could be observing things. Today we're going to be measuring our water, okay? So I'm going to make a table. There's lots of different ways that you can record your data in your notebooks. I'm going to make a data table. I'm going to ask that you do the same. So again, this will be in your Schoology assignment, but I made a table, and it says that we're going to start by recording the amount of water at the beginning and the amount of water at the end. And we have a cup in front of a window. I just put room, it's just in a room away from a window, and the refrigerator. I think I just put fridge, okay? So I just made a table. after we make our table, then we can kind of get it started. We have to make sure we know how we're going to record our results before we get started. That's very, very important. These results are important. Okay, so we're gonna do 2/3 cup, okay? Or you can use whatever you want at home. Just don't do too much. Earlier I tried it with 1 cup, too much. So try to keep it less than a cup. So this is a 2/3 cup, so you can use this, it's 2/3. Your measuring cup should have 2/3. It's right about there. And also, on the back of my measuring cup, I have a metric system. In science, we use a metric measuring system. So if we were using a beaker, it is milliliters, it's metric. So I'm gonna actually use this side of my measuring cup because in science, we try to use metric milliliters when we can. So I'm going to, let's see what 2/3 cup is. So I'm gonna keep my beaker or my measuring cup on the table, keep it flat, and then you kind of get down eye level, and I'm gonna do about 2/3 cup. Right about there. Let's see, it's about 150 milliliters, okay? So, whatever you have, you use, okay? So, I'm gonna put in, there's my cup, and I'm gonna repeat that for all of my cups. That's just a little over. Perfect. Okay. We make sure in science that we do everything as exact and precise, okay? So you keep your beaker flat or your measuring cup flat, you get eye level, make sure it's right in line where it's supposed to be. Okay. All right. So we have our water in each of our 3 cups. One thing I would suggest doing, which I should have thought about this in the beginning, but since you're listening to me before you do it yourself, you can do it. Try to label it. You can take a piece of tape and write window, room, fridge, and put tape on the cups. If it's a paper cup or a disposable cup, maybe you can write right on the cup, but make sure you kind of know which cup is where. And so now you're gonna take 1 cup and go put it by a window. I'm gonna leave this cup right here away from a window, and then I'm gonna go downstairs and put this cup in the refrigerator, okay? And then you're done for the day. Oh, no, you're not. You know what we have to do? We have to write our starting water level in our notebook. So I'm gonna write 150 milliliters for all 3, okay? So all 3 of your cups should have the same starting water level, okay? They should have the same starting water level. And then now you're done for the day, okay? Now, tomorrow, whether it's during your lunch or if you have extra time during the day, you finished any of your assignments, before tomorrow's science class, you're gonna bring back your 3 cups, okay? You're going to pour them back into the measuring cup, and then you're going to look at how much water, and you're gonna record it here for the ending water level, okay? So for each of the 3 cups, you're gonna pour the water back into your measuring cup and then write down. Maybe it stays the same. Maybe you'll have 150 milliliters in all 3 of your cups. Maybe they'll be different. Maybe there's a change. That's what we're trying to see. Do you think there will be a change? Do you think they'll all 3 change in the same way, or will they change differently? That's what we're trying to see. So tomorrow, you're going to record your ending water levels, your amounts of water, so how much did you have day 2, and then I want you to write down some of your results. What did you notice? Answer those questions. Did they change? Did they all change the same, or how did they change differently? And that is the information you're going to bring with you to your science class this afternoon, or tomorrow afternoon. okay? So be prepared to discuss your results with your class and your teacher tomorrow, okay? I can't wait. All right, so go to your Schoology folder and get the details for how to do this on your own at home. All right, see you soon.